Good morning, it's Bob Chu from Stuart Boatworks, again here with another latest launch. Another beautiful 27 Stuart. This boat is a whisper gray hull with a white deck. It's the flush floor model with a coffin box forward, full folding tower. This is a super clean, hardcore fish boat 27 on its way to the Chesapeake. Come on aboard, I'll show you what she's got. So this hardcore fish boat, as you know, we can make cruise boats where there's not even a fishing rod on the boat, or we can make a hardcore fish boat. This hardcore fish boat, flush floor, the frigid rigid coffin box option. It has a nice bait tray, has a nice lift out fiberglass bucket, gets you down into the main compartment itself. Also has the divider that you can remove, so as to use the coffin box however you choose. Super handy, awesome refrigeration capability because of the insulation on the frigid rigid. And then of course, the way ours is arranged, you've probably seen this before. So this accesses our large fish box below. Can't remember the quarts, but I think it's something like 375. It's on the Lenco electric ram. Does have a safety feature if the ram were to fail. Does have the ability to slide back, pull a pin to get into the hatch. Super clean, super functional, and of course the fishability all the way around. Rod holders in the gunnels forward. Moving on to this interesting characteristic, again an option. Forward cooler seat insulated, but also a secondary live well. So good for pitch baits or maybe a completely different bait than what you have in your main aft live well. So you've seen this on other boats of ours, but the 6-drawer tackle locker is just so functional. It's huge. These are 4-15 3700 series planos. If you fill these 6 trays, you got all the tackle you're ever going to need. That's for sure. Then from there, you have your 3-piece enclosure. Then it leads right to the steps for the ladder for the folding tower. So now up in the folding tower, I just can't even put into words how great the view is from here. The advantage of being this high. You have to experience it firsthand to understand it. The way the second station is, or the tower is equipped, has everything that virtually is below. Yamaha 5-inch gauge, Garmin 9-inch screen, Lenco trim tab switches with indicators, start, stop Yamaha buttons, kill switch, controls for the complete Yamaha steering system with autopilot functionality, dual binnacles, Edson wheel with knob, as he opted for. That is an option. There is a storage compartment on the aft side. And kind of a unique thing that one other boat has done, and I guess this is fairly common. This boat's going to the Chesapeake, and rod holder storage essentially 2 degrees up, forward for sighting cobia and so forth. Rod right here, quick access, slide and shoot. Nice bench seat across the back, backrest, 3 rod holders across the back. Yeti cup holders on both sides, as well as one here, or Yeti sized, as well as one here in the control box as well. So super clean, super functional. Yes, 2 people can fit in here. Folding footrest, easy to get up to the seat, easy for a variety of places to put your feet, depending on your height. Just super functional. So moving to the all-familiar helm of the 27 Stuart. This customer opted for 4 drink holders above, two standard and the two deeper Yeti-sized ones. He also has, as I pointed out earlier, the three-sided enclosure with the vent on the front. This track here, although it acts like a fiddle to keep things from coming off, it's actually for a console cover that comes down all the way to the floor and takes everything out of sight. He went with twin 16-inch Garmins, JL Audio head, the controls for the autopilot and the entire system of the Yamaha, 5-inch Yamaha gauge, start stops, kill switch, trim tabs with indicators, the multi-function dual binnacle, tilt wheel, tilt helm, Edson wheel with knob, and then the C-zone switch panel that you're familiar with. So it's super clean. Of course, great access to the more mechanical aspects and the wiring. On this boat, the customer chose to have the VHF down below because he doesn't use it a lot. He can run with the door halfway folded and hear everything, or get to it completely when he wants to access it for calls and receiving. Nice, neat, clean, as we usually do. Super, super clean wiring. Moving to the leaning post live well, split footrests, which is something we do now as opposed to a single footrest. They, of course, have reinforcements on the back side. Storage below as usual. Something we don't do on a lot of boats, but the folding armrest, something that we did for one of our customers, and as is the case, someone else sees it, hey, I want that as well. They're nice, they're functional, they're out of the way, or they're there when you need them or want them. On either side of the live well, as usual, there's two small pull-out tackle trays, which you're used to seeing on the boat, on the leaning post live well. Then it's 40-gallon circular live well as usual. 4 rod holders across the back, 2 drink holders, little tackle center. It's a very cool, very functional leaning post live well. On this particular boat, to give better access to this hatch, we actually hinge the hatch halfway for the customer to give great access to this storage compartment. So moving further back in the cockpit, as you might or might not know, these large lockers can be either rod storage, which is standard, which then gives you the ability to hang 4 rods. Also put multiple other rods further down in the compartment. Some customers opt for C deck below in the rod locker area. The rod locker is 10 feet long, so you can put fly rods. So that storage is standard. This also could be a 6-foot long insulated fish box with a diaphragm pump to pump it overboard. This customer opted for both sides to be rod lockers. You could have that fish box on one side or both sides, or neither, such as this boat. Moving aft, removable stern seat, which is so functional and so many people order, even on this type of hardcore fish boat layout. Up under the gunnels, freshwater washdown, saltwater washdown, electric reel outlets, all that being optional. This style electric reel outlet being optional. We also do Hubbles as well as the crystals. But then bilge access, something we're very, very proud of. Big boat bilge access. Just lift the stern seat a little bit. You can obviously remove it, but right here I have access to live well pumps, saltwater washdown pumps, freshwater pump, fuel filters for both motors, and so forth. And yet it's super clean, super accessible, and of course aft are the bilge pumps with the digital float switches. But this is the way, a boat of this quality and character, this is the type of access that you would want to have. Power, what power to put on the boat? We offer twin 200s or twin 300s. Don't do 250s because they're so close in price. They're the exact same motor as the 300, same weight, same parts. So it's either one or the other. More and more of our boats are getting twin 300s. You know, can't argue with the reliability, the quietness of the 300s, obviously the performance. We have a couple videos where we show you bringing the boat up on plane with one motor turned off and trimmed out of the water. You can do that with this boat. With the folding tower, this boat will run in the mid-40s at cruising RPMs on one motor with the other mode pulled out of the water. You'll see we have a couple boats coming up shortly with twin 200 Yamahas, more fuel efficient at that cruising RPM, greater range, so it's just all what you want. But this package here with the new electronic integrated steering on the Yamaha is just spectacular on this boat. So in summary, 27 Stuart, super clean, hardcore fish boat, flush floor, coffin box forward, folding tower for trailerability, fully equipped, leaning post live well, totally clean, easily accessible, every corner of the boat, hardcore fish boat. If you'd want something like this or something completely different, just think about it, give us a call. We'd love to build a boat for you. Thanks again for watching.